Got a little different scenery in the background today.
Yeah, he wanted to have, I think, the fuck excuses thing in there. But it's all good. How is everyone today? It's Monday. It's a fabulous day. We're excited to bring to you a new series of topics.
Excited. What?
We're going to talk about time management today, which was a good topic because our evenings are crazy. And I was just saying, like, we have to do this live video and I don't have any time this evening, so here we are anyway. So, do I get started?
Sure, let's get started.
Well, first we should introduce ourselves in case nobody else knows who we are. I'm Samantha and
I'm Brian.
And we are the Forests.
Oh, I thought we were alcoholics. Just kidding. I am a little bit though. What up, Brittany?
Hey, Jeff.
What? 37 days tomorrow. 37 days.
I know. Cannot wait. Punta Cana. All right. So enough with this nonsense. We should get started on our topic, which is time management. Take it away, sir.
Yeah, basically we want to talk about time management, which is kind of our whole series we're going to do this week is going to be about eliminating excuses. Today will be about time management and how me and Samantha juggle the kids and the house and everything else, going to work and everything that she does on a normal basis, and then what I do, and still be able to eat healthy and still fit in our workouts. A lot of the times, like most of the times, that is the biggest thing is time on whether
everyone's excuse.
Like, I want to work out, I want to do this, I want to eat healthy, but I don't have time to cook food, I don't have time to work out. Bullshit. You know?
Here's the thing, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. So...
Yeah. But it's how you want to use it, and you got to be in that mental place to want to find the time. But do you want to go on from there?
Sure. So, when it comes to time management, sometimes, depending on what you have going on in your life, we have 3 kids. We have 2 who are very busy in dance, and our son has other things that he does with the fire hall and all these other things. And so, time management is a requirement for us in our family these days. It wasn't always the case, but it is these days because everybody's going somewhere different at any given time. I do my own fitness classes. He does his stuff with the fire hall. So we're kind of crazy busy. So the first step is to creating a schedule. We have a giant wall in our kitchen that is a calendar, and everybody's stuff goes on there. We haven't been that great with it this month though.
No, we're just gonna wait till next month.
Yeah.
We're in too deep.
So we've already screwed ourselves. No, I'm just kidding. But especially when you first get started in anything, scheduling your workouts for yourself, which is your time of the day, scheduling your kids' activities, scheduling your family activities, scheduling date nights because they need to happen. It's a matter of scheduling all of that stuff in, because I think if you really look at the time that you waste during the day, you'll find you have a lot more time than you think you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so one of them ways, I watch a lot less TV than I used to, but I still watch TV. So I just don't watch as much, and that saves time.
A lot of time.
So just talk about different ways, like food prep throughout the week. We talk about that all the time. That's very big, and a lot of people have a lot of problems with it, but want to do it, but say they don't have the time to do it. I think everything that in your life you say, well, I don't have time to do it, if you just took the time to prepare to do that task, you would have plenty of time to do it, because you wouldn't have to do all the groundwork behind it, like preparing the food, chopping it up, cooking it, this and that. You just have to pull it in out of the fridge, put it into your packages or whatever you're going to do, have your meals for the day. I mean, we have our food ready for the week already, and, you know, we did that yesterday from what you guys seen. Working out, finding the time to do that. It's not very hard. It just takes some discipline. We're fortunate enough now to be on the same schedule and we're on different schedules really, but to work out together. I used to work different shifts, So I used to work out in the morning. She used to work out in the afternoon or whenever it was.
I'd still prefer to work out in the afternoon, but whatever.
But you got to find the time, and you have to make compromises. Now we work out in the morning. I mean, we got a ton of stuff to do in the morning before we get ready. I go off to work, and she gets the kids ready and does all that. So we need to start getting people up around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So we get up at 5:30. We're working out by 6. Get everything done in our workout, and then we face the day the way we normally would, but we just had a little less time to sleep.
And since we're talking about workouts, you don't have to go crush yourself for an hour or 2 or 3. You can get an effective workout in 22 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Our workouts in the morning are 30 minutes long. That's it. So for us, we have a busy family, and our evenings are crazy, and even though I would still prefer to work out in the afternoon for the time management aspect of our family, I have to wake up earlier in the morning, and I've never been a morning person. It's just what has to happen. And so get up earlier in the morning, do a 30-minute workout, and we're done. There's no, for us, we're not driving all over the place to go make sure that we get whatever equipment and then wasting time and all of that crap. So 30 minutes, an effective workout, done for the day. That's what works for us. So I just need to throw that in there, because a lot of people think you need to go do these 2 or 3 hour long workouts. Like, we work out for half an hour a day. That's it.
Like anything, anything that's worth it, it's going to take time to get it. So I mean, even if you do work 2-3 hours a day, work out that long, it's still going to take time to get results. I mean, because then you got to figure out how much food to eat and this and that, and then you put yourself in a deficit, and then you're eating too much maybe, and then you're justifying these foods, and then it's just too much of a mess. It's easier to just do a simplified workout that is right to the point, doesn't waste any time. You're not checking your phone or taking, oh, look at it, there's one single drop of sweat coming, I gotta post this. No, if you get a regimen of your workout, figure out, we have a chart on the wall, and that's got to set us up for 60 days. So for workouts, we do that for 60 days. We don't have to think about it. Our food plan, we have that set up per our calorie bracket and all that stuff. That's set up for the 60 days. She makes out these food lists, and you check off your stuff. We don't have to worry about that for 60 days. So for 60 days, we know what workouts we're going to do, and we're going to know what foods we need to eat. Now we just need to figure out, we came up with a time together. We're going to work out at this time. That's 3 things we eliminated that are pretty big, that you don't have to think about, that you don't have to have sitting on your shoulders. Our food, we make that week to week. Sometimes stuff lasts a little bit longer, sometimes it lasts a little less, but once you get it out of the way, you don't have to think about it. That is no longer an issue in your time management of your day. So it's 4 vital things that you can do to figure out, I don't have to make an excuse for this, because the time's there. I don't have to waste time figuring this out. Oh, it's too hard to do this. No, because it's all there right in front of your face. That's all you have to do is do it. And basically, all you're really doing is taking 2 hours maybe on a Sunday to do your food prep. So you're losing 2 hours there, but you're really gaining a whole lot of time during the week.
Probably gaining 10 hours at least.
And then,
at least.
For instance, our workouts are 30 minutes. I mean, you're basically losing a half hour sleep to get up earlier to do that. I mean, you may want to get up, 45 minutes, an hour earlier so you can wake up a little bit, but that's all you're losing. So you're losing about, 2 hours food prep, half hour a day, but what you're gaining is so much greater. A clean, healthy lifestyle that's going to make you feel better, look better, and you're just going to carry yourself better throughout it. And then, for us, it's a domino effect of positivity and goodness. The more we do it, the more energy we get. We find ourselves, I wake up before my alarm clock goes off. I'm not sure I don't think she'll get there. But
I don't know if I'll ever wake up before my alarm clock goes off. I love to sleep. I love it.
So it's like my point, I guess, is all these things that are excuses for time management and time that I don't have enough time to do this, I don't have time like that. So all these excuses that you're putting on yourself is actually keeping yourself back from so many positive things. Because believe it or not, getting up earlier, eating healthier, the energy levels you got, if you have kids and you have that wrestle of that, one's going to dance, one's going here, one's going there, it's going to become easier and easier because you're not going to be as tired as worn down because you're fueling your body, you're making everything work right, and your head's going to be on straight too because you're feeling good about yourself. So I guess that's the biggest point for me for time management as far as it goes for the food and exercise and everything else, because everybody can find time to do the things they think they have to do.
Or the things that they want to do.
Right? Yeah. So
because if you get asked to go to a party, you don't say, well, I don't have time for that. You make the time. So your health is a priority, at least it should be, so you should be making the time. And that's where we go back to the scheduling thing. Literally scheduling your workouts in, writing them down, it's a non-negotiable. Once it's written down, it's a non-negotiable. Kids' activities are a non-negotiable. They need to be active. They need to have fun. They need to get out of your face every once in a while. I know that's why I like the kids dancing and stuff. Gives me a little break. But, the kids going to school, or if you're homeschooling them, like that stuff is all on a schedule. His activities for the fire hall, we know a month in advance. We can schedule all of that. My classes are all on a schedule. We all have these things that we need to do. And so scheduling is key. Literally writing it all out at the beginning of the month or at the beginning of the week, knowing what you need to do. I went as far ahead as did 6 months, not that long ago, of things that I knew we had coming up. And so I wrote that all out. So it's not a surprise, because it used to be surprises for me. And then I'd be like, oh God, how am I supposed to do this? So it is, if it's a priority, it goes on the schedule, and your health and fitness should be up there at the top of the list. So, but I guess we could probably wrap it up because I don't really know what else to say.
I mean, just one other tip. We used to do it. We don't do it anymore so much. As far as the food goes, our kids are constantly asking us, what are we going to eat? 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 That's the only thing they say. Like,
Literally.
What are we going to eat? Can we do this? Can we do that? Okay. She used to make her menu up. That's what we made on the Sunday. Monday it was this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. That's what we were eating. That's what they knew they were eating. It eliminated that stress of the kids asking, because you want to know what we're eating, it's on the list.
And it's already made in the fridge.
Right.
So help yourself.
Heat it up and let's go. So trying to eliminate as much of the stuff that you think is the problem, that why you can't do it, and you'll have no problem succeeding with it.
To touch on the meal prep thing really quick, because I know that we meal prep. It's an every Sunday thing for us. And if we have stuff going on Sunday, it's a Saturday night thing, because that's the only other time we have available, really. But meal prepping, I don't think people realize how much time you really save. Now, he said it might take you 2 hours on a Sunday to get it all done. That's absolutely right. During the week, if you really think about how much time you spend preparing your food, cooking it, eating it, and then cleaning up after, you probably at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, because I used to do that, so I know, and it's daunting. And so if you just get all of it done at one time, it's one thing of dishes to do, that's it. Like, all of your food is already cooked. I've gone to the point, for us, if I was doing casserole-y type healthier dishes, is to make them literally ahead of time and then just have them in the fridge, so it's just a heat and go. Because during the week, if you have kids, you're probably just as fucking crazy as we are. Literally, I feel like all I do in the evening time is come and go all night long. And so that was one way to eliminate that, and it was a time management issue for us. That stuff's already cooked, it's in the fridge, it's ready to go, and there's no questions asked and no frustration. So if anybody ever wants, people always want to know why we think meal prep is so important, and this time management thing is one of the biggest reasons why.
The second biggest reason, which is close to the time management reason, is it takes less time to bring something home and heat it up than it takes to go and pull in a drive-through, wait and order a food, go up to the window, go through there. Because a lot of people say, well, I don't have time to eat, that's it. 2 minutes on the microwave or reheating something in a pot or something takes less or equal time it does to that. So it eliminates that.
Less time and energy, for sure.
So them are two, the time management, and then the mental aspect of thinking I have to stop and pick something up because I don't feel like going home and making something. I mean, them are two huge things. I mean, if you're justifying, like, I have to go through the drive-thru because 2 minutes is too long for me to heat my food up, then we got bigger issues to deal with, and we could talk on the side about that.
Yeah.
But
it's okay, because we used to do that
absolutely,
too.
absolutely. Like I said before,
no judgments here.
We've
been there.
We're not experts in nothing but ourselves and what we went through and our trials and our problems that we had, and to continue things. So we're not reading out of books and trying to recite stuff. This is personal experiences we have. So it may work for you, it may not, but
yeah. So to end the whole thing, if it is important to you, you will make it a priority. And if it's not, then you won't. And you really need to look at yourself and think deep down inside. If your health and fitness isn't a priority, you know, what can you do in your life to change that? Because there will come a time when you're going to need health and fitness because you are sick. And it's better to do it now while you're healthy than when you have to do it later.
Yeah.
So
do it because you want to, not because you have to.
Exactly.
Do it for your children, anything like that. I want to work out all the time and be that because I'm not competitive, but I don't want to lose. I don't want to let my kids totally annihilate me in everything we do. I want to still keep up with them.
Oh yeah, we have a super fun house. Super fun. So that is all for today. Hope you got some great information on some time management things. I know we tend to go to the health and fitness side because basically I feel like our whole life revolves around that, but I feel like you can use this in any aspect of your life. Scheduling is key, and maybe we'll throw up a couple of our schedules so people know how insanely fucking busy we are most days of the week, and that we don't make this an excuse, it's a priority. So. And
as in the past, we're going to try to do after every video, just if there's any questions that you don't feel comfortable asking on the video in front of every message myself or Samantha. And if there's any topics, I know Samantha posted something on Facebook earlier that you guys that want us to talk about or touch on, or some issues that you guys are having, just post them below or message us the same, and each video we'll try to answer a few things along the way.
Yes. Thanks for joining. Have a good night.